Welcome to the MoonDog38732 Show. And you guessed it, I'm MoonDog38732. On my show, I'm going to tell you some stories about how I grew up and how these stories affected me and made me the person I am today. If you like what I'm doing, hit the like button. Even in the comment section, put some comments out there or what you think I should do better. If you don't like what I'm doing, man, keep it moving. All right, since my mother was pretty much a single parent, raising me and my brother by herself, she would like buy us things, and she didn't really have money to keep buying things over and over again. So right before the summer ended, she bought me some school shoes. School shoes, school shopping, school clothes, stuff like that. I didn't really need the clothes. I had plenty of clothes. Plus, we was always going to yard sales, so I didn't really need the clothes. So my mom got these shoes. It was some Reeboks. They were black. They were black high tops with the cream little lines on them, whatever, with the white bottom on them. I'm like, all right, cool. She got me some shoes. First thing my mom say, do not play basketball in these shoes. You're gonna wear these shoes to school. Use your old shoes to play basketball in. And you know what I did? I got the new shoes and played basketball in them. Not only did I play basketball in them, I was playing like all day, every day. Before school started, my shoes had worn down, the sole had worn down, and they had holes in the shoes. I go to my mom. Mom, I need some new shoes. She said, what you mean you need some new? I get buy you some new shoes. And I showed the shoes. She said, didn't I tell you not to play basketball in your school shoes? I'm like, yeah, but she been giving me stuff when I mess up. But this time, she really meant what she said. And she did not get the new shoes. I'm like, okay, it ain't no problem. Everybody sitting the bottom of my feet, no way. So I'm walking to school, time after time, got a hole in my shoe. Nobody, you know what I'm saying? Nobody can see and stuff like that. So one day, I get to go to school. My mom, she's on the first shift now. So she been gone at work, left to work like 6 o'clock. So, I didn't ride the bus. Man, to me, riding a bus was for suckers. That wasn't cool because I wanted to make it and make stops, whatever, when I felt like it, walking to school. So I go to school. I'm walking to school, got my everything gone. I'm ready. Man, it started raining. I'm like monsoon levels of rain. Now those same shoes that I wasn't worried about with the hole in them, now I'm walking through puddles of water trying to get to school. The streets almost flooded. Sock wet, shoes wet. You know what happens to shoes when they get wet, right? Especially the insoles. They start to stink. So I'm walking. I'm trying to walk fast. I'm trying to walk as fast as I can. My coat soaking wet. I get to school. Oh, on my way to school, this how you know stuff happens. A lot of my homeboys that had cars. People I grew up with ever since Head Start. So one of my partners, he drive by. He had one of those box Nissan Maxima looking cars. I was trying to flag him down. I didn't even think he saw me because it was raining so bad. So I get to school and I'm walking, right? And people think that my walk was like, oh man, he got a cool walk. He pimping, he walking. No, my shoes and my socks was wet, so I was trying to walk so that they couldn't see the bottom or the holes in my shoes. And then the thing about it, I had to walk up the stairs to go to class, right? So I'm trying to walk, and I know these people that's behind me can see the holes in my shoes, right? So I get to class. I'm kind of hot that I made the decision that I made. I'm kind of hot that nobody gave me a ride. I'm like, I'm cool with everybody. Why wouldn't y'all give me a ride? Get to class. My homeboy say, hey man, I saw you walking, man. You were doing some real pimp type walking in that rain, man. And I'm like, what the hell? You just passed me in the rain. You got a car. Nobody else was in the car but you. You saw me ride. We cool. We homies. We've been knowing each other since Head Start. We went to the same church together as a kid. And you didn't give me a ride, and then you gonna talk about that I was doing some real pimp type walking in that rain when you could have just gave me a ride and saved me? Cool. I was like, no problem. So I get home. Now I'm going through the whole school day, socks wet, shoes wet, We didn't have PE. I didn't have PE at the time. So I'm like, I'm really pissed. My coat wet. I try to put it into the class under the heater so it'll dry. And high school was really the first time I realized that I didn't have as much stuff as I thought, because when I got to high school, that's when I saw that the income levels of a lot of people was like different. So I walked home defeated, literally, because my feet was wet. And I started trying to dry my shoes. So what I did, I took all the shoelaces out of them, turned the heater on in the house, because the heat came at the bottom of the floor like in the vent. So what I did, I put one shoe, opened it up, put it on one vent, went into the other room, put one shoe on the other vent. And I'm trying my best to dry these shoes before the next day, because I did not want these shoes to stink. Because I already got seen walking in the rain. I know people know I got holes in my shoes. So I had to wear those shoes until my mother got me another pair of shoes. I didn't have a job. I didn't work on the weekends. I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything because I was so dependent on my mom. So I learned a lesson that day that you have to be appreciative of what you have. You have to listen to your parents, because you really never know what your parents are going through, especially with the struggle and stuff like that, with paying bills, being a single parent. But that's what happened. Hey, it really happened. So it taught me a lesson. You can believe it or not believe it. All right?